Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day episode number 121 for Tuesday, January the 20th, 2009. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungar and thank you very much for joining me. If you go to nitpicket.com, I post a weekly comic book column where I post the 3 books I'm most excited about. I love comic books, but I got a big hardcover. I got the Punisher Omnibus for Christmas, which is written by Garth Ennis, and most of the art was done by Steve Dillon. Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon did a fantastic comic book series called Preacher together. Really classic comic book series in the 90s from Vertigo Comics. Fantastic series, but I've been reading through the Punisher Omnibus, and Punisher is a character I've never given a shit about. I've always thought he was boring, kind of a one-note character, but the Punisher Omnibus by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon is awesome. It is so funny and so dark and violent. It's I feel like I'm finally starting to get the appeal of the Punisher, I guess. But if Garth Ennis isn't writing it, I probably wouldn't want anything to do with it. He's such a fantastic writer. Handles dark comedy incredibly well. And I love Steve Dillon's artwork. So check out the Punisher Omnibus if you can. Or I highly recommend Preacher, because that's pretty much a landmark series. The film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is In Bruges. This movie is directed by Martin McDonagh, who I'm not sure, who I wasn't familiar with. He directed a film called Six Shooter, which I am unfamiliar with. In Bruges stars Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, and Ralph Fiennes. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I can never remember. This film's about two hitmen, Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, who they're doing a hit. It goes terribly wrong, and their boss, played by Ralph Fiennes, sends them off to Belgium in Bruges to basically hide out for 2 weeks while everything kind of gets better. It's kind of a character piece. And it's just about them hiding out, and some other shit kind of happens. I really enjoyed this film, I have to say. I really wasn't looking forward to it. I really didn't have a desire to see it. I did not like the trailers. I thought the trailers made it look like this kind of zany hitman comedy, and it's not that at all. There definitely are some funny bits in this film, but I think to call this film a comedy is incredibly misleading, because it is a very dark, moody piece about hitmen. I don't know if I would call it a comedy or not, but to me, the standout part of this film is Colin Farrell. He is spectacular in this film. Colin Farrell really is an actor, I feel like. He didn't really know what kind of types of films he wanted to do. I don't think directors really knew what to do with him, but I feel like when he's good, he's great. I really did like him as Bullseye in the Ben Affleck Daredevil. I don't think that movie is as terrible as a lot of people make it out to be. It's okay, it's not horrible, it's not great, it's not that good, but I did think Colin Farrell did a pretty serviceable job playing Bullseye, but he really knocks that out of the park in this one. He's incredibly endearing, and you can tell the entire film that he's carrying a lot of guilt, that he did something really fucked up and terrible when he was doing this hit, and when you see the hit actually take place, it is really shocking to see what went down. Ralph Fiennes is spectacular in this film. For probably the first 3/4 of this film, you only hear his voice, and he has this really thick Cockney accent, and he says fuck every other word, basically, and just hearing his voice alone, he sounds really terrifying. He really sounds like a guy that would shoot your face off for just about nothing. And when he does come into the film, it's absolutely a joy to see him on screen. Brendan Gleeson is also, just all 3 performances across the board are pretty great. The film is, but I mean, like I said, it's not really a comedy, but there are some absolutely hysterical parts. There's a part where Colin Farrell is eating dinner with this Belgian woman, and the couple next to him are eating dinner, and I'm just going to say there's a line, and it's, she has a bottle, and when you see the film, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's absolutely hysterical. I think the ending is a little bit too dramatic for my tastes, but I do think it fits tonally within tonally with the rest of the film. I also think it does a nice job setting up the believability of what exactly happens. I think had they not kind of sowed seeds throughout the film, especially with Ralph Fiennes' character, I don't know if I would have bought it nearly as much. But ultimately, I really enjoyed In Bruges. I think it's a very dark, moody character piece about hitmen, kind of what they do in their spare time. I give In Bruges a 4 out of 5. If you're at all interested in this film, I think you should definitely see it. I think it's pretty great. If you like this review, make sure to head over to nitpicket.com. That's nitpicket.com for all of my reviews. I post trailers. I post my comic book column every single Tuesday. If you guys like this review, make sure and give me some star ratings wherever they are. Make sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.